What is up, everyone? It is Thursday night, and we're going to play the next game in our 1983 tournament, my March Madness style bracket. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to skip a game. So you can see on the screen here that the next game is going to be Giants Detroit. But I just played with the Giants in 1986, so I'm going to skip them. We're going to go to the next one. That's going to be Tampa Bay at Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay, the 27 seed. Pittsburgh, the 6th seed for this season. If you look at the standings for the NFL, where do I have that here? Let's see. Oh, there we go. So we're right here. So if we go to the standings, you can see Pittsburgh finished. Where'd they go? Pittsburgh finished 10-6. They won the AFC Central, one of the better records in the league. Tampa Bay finished 2-14. And up until the point of this is a replay of a week 9 game, week 10 game. I think it's week 9. Let's see. Yeah, this is a week 9 game. Tampa Bay 0-8 coming into this game. And in real life, they actually lost. They lost this game, dropped to 0-9. Then they won the next week. They finally got a win the next week. Pittsburgh won this game. It was a close one. It was 17-12. So it was a pretty close game. Your quarterbacks, boy, it is a it's a who's who of quarterbacks for this game. It's going to be Cliff Stoudt for the Steelers versus Jack Thompson, who was starting for the Bucs in 1983. I remember him as a 1980 starter for the Bengals. But it's going to be Cliff Stoudt versus Jack Thompson. That's how we're going to play it. Again, Pittsburgh won it 17-12. The winner of this game will play the winner of Baltimore and Denver in the second round as we kind of work our way through this tournament. And let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to get started, and then we'll talk about the offenses and the defenses as those teams get the ball. It'll be kind of like in TV where they introduce the offense when that team's on offense, and then they introduce the defense on the next drive when that team's on defense. We'll kind of do that. Let's see if I have everything here. Yeah, out of the way. All right, so I already rolled dice to see who's going to kick off. Pittsburgh will kick off. Tampa Bay will get the ball first. And kicking off for Pittsburgh is going to be Gary Anderson. Wait, I just played 1986 San Diego with Gary Anderson, but it was a different Gary Anderson. This is kicker Gary Anderson. Let's see. So, KOAP column. So here we go. So, a 33 for Gary Anderson. That's a 25, and that is out of the back of the end zone. That's a touchback. So Gary Anderson puts his foot into it. And we'll throw it 75 yards. I'm going to play probably up until, the Thursday night game. It's not a great one. It's Houston and Buffalo. Whatever. I do have some fantasy football guys that matter, though. So I'm going to play right up until about the beginning of that. That'll be about 45 minutes or so. So I should get through the first quarter of this game. Then we'll move on and play the rest of it the next couple of days. So, all right, let's get started here. Move some stuff out of the way. Pittsburgh on offense, they're not bad. They're a 36 pass, a 37 runs. They're a little above average. Cliff Stoudt is your quarterback. They got Franco Harris, though. John Stallworth, guys that I know. Mike Webster, your 5 center, Hall of Fame center. A lot of good players there. On D, let's actually look at the receivers. They have 1A as a receiver, and they have 4 guys that run the ball. Franco Harris, Frank Pollard, Walter Abercrombie, and Cliff Stoudt. So Cliff Stoudt had like 75 carries that year. So I decided to go ahead and put him into my running back my carries list, basically, my dice roll. So 63-66. That's 4 out of 36 times he's got a chance. So that's like a 1 out of 9 with an 11% chance that he can run the ball on any play. So that ought to be kind of fun. In real life, what did he do? I'm not even sure. Let's see. In real life in this game, he had 8 carries for 55 yards. So he actually ran the ball a pretty good amount. He's a good mobile quarterback back in the 80s. On defense for the Buccaneers, there's some names here. There's some names I know. You got Leroy Selman, really good player. I was disappointed to see that his brother Dewey wasn't on this team. I thought they played together. David Logan, another good defensive tackle. Hugh Green, pretty good player. Beasley Reese down there before his announcing days. So got some decent players here. They're 36-36, which means when they're on defense, they're very respectable, even against the pass. and they're a -1 against the run. So they're pretty even stacked up against Pittsburgh's offense. All right, so let's get started here. Tampa Bay, and that's funny. I just introduced Pittsburgh's offense and Tampa Bay's defense, and Tampa Bay is actually on offense. So let's keep it going here. Tampa Bay's offense looks like this. It's not very good. A lot of threes. You got some twos. Nobody higher than 3. Jack Thompson's the quarterback. Jimmy Giles, I know him. Boy, other than that, James Wilder, I know him. Other than that, I do not know many of these players. In fact, I don't think I know anybody else. They're a 30. This is where the weakness is for them. They got 3 guys that are A's, though. Gerald Carter, James Wilder, and Kevin House. 4 guys that run the ball: Wilder, Mel Carver, James Owens, and then Michael Morton, who's a 66. He'll run the ball for them. And then Pittsburgh's defense is elite, and this is why they won the game, I'm sure. You got guys, Jack Lambert's a 5. You got Keith Willis. Robin Cole's a 4. I met Robin Cole once at a coaches conference. Nice guy. Mike Merriweather, Mel Blunt, Donnie Shellman. This is a great set of guys. So you remember Tampa Bay was 30-30 on offense, 30 run, 30 pass. Pittsburgh, 41 pass, 37 run. So when they're on defense against the pass, they are a +11. That is huge. And then against the run, they're +7. So it's going to make it tough for Tampa Bay to score many points here. But let's get started here. 1st and 10 at the 20. Tampa Bay they are a 55% pass team, so 55-45. So the dice roll 1 through 9 are going to be your run plays. 1 through 5 will be inside, and then 10 through 20 will be your pass plays. 10 to 17 will be your short pass. So let's go ahead and get started. First play for Tampa Bay is going to be an inside run. Oops. All right, inside run. 15, that'll be James Wilder, not Joan Wilder, James Wilder. 61 for Pittsburgh, that's their defense. That'll be a CS. So inside run CS, James Wilder. Small straights already? That's a 29, and he's going backwards. He's going to lose 2 yards. So James Wilder hitting the backfield. And it's going to be 2nd down and 12 now for Tampa Bay. Let's go short pass heavy. Let's get our boy Jack Thompson involved. I don't remember him being very good. And it's going to be a short pass. Another 15. This time that's going to be Gerald Carter. So Gerald Carter is their number 1 receiver. He is an A. He's an A5. EB3. I do not remember him at all from 83. That was around the time when I just started really getting into football. So I remember some of these names because they played later into the 80s, but most of these guys I do not remember. Let's re-roll that. They're a little leaner there. 46. 46 is a BS. We'll make it an AS. So we'll go short pass AS. Jack Thompson to James Wilder. Short pass AS, Thompson to Wilder. No, not Wilder. Gerald Carter. 42. That's going to be a 9. That'll be complete. He'll get 9 yards. So Jack Thompson hitting Carter for 9. Make it 3rd and 3. And we'll go standard offense here. All right, a 4. That's an inside run. 42. That's going to be Mel Carver. He's your backup halfback. He's actually your starting halfback. James Wilder is going to be the starting fullback for this team. 53 on your defense against the run is a CS. So we'll go inside run CS. For Mel Carver. No idea who that is. A 65. That's about as boring as you can get. It's a 25, and a 25 is no gain. And Tampa Bay is going to go 3 and out on their first drive. And we'll bring out Frank Garcia to do the punting for Tampa. So a big punt, 66. That's a 4. And he'll hit that 52 yards. It'll be taken by D10. It's going to be Frank Garcia, 52 D10. And for Pittsburgh, taking it at their own 21-yard line, D10. So there's a surprise right there. Paul Scansey. I know Paul Scansey is a Seattle Seahawk. I had no idea he played for Pittsburgh. So is this his rookie year? Yeah, he's 22 years old in this season. So this is probably his rookie year out of, what is he, out of Washington? Yeah, out of Washington. He's your punt returner. 36, that is a 24. And he'll get 2 yards on the return. So Scansey for 2. And Pittsburgh starts 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Cliff Stoudt brings them out onto the field. And Pittsburgh they're a big time. I mean, this is no surprise. They're a big time run team. So they're 60-40 runs. So 1 to 12 on the dice will be your runs. 1 to 6 inside, 7 to 12 outside. 13 to 17 will be a short pass. 18-19 will be medium. 20 is long. All right, we're going to start with an inside run. A 3. And it's going to be 56. 56 on your defense is an AS. 36. That's going to be that's going to be Frank Pollard. So Franco is 11 to 35. So he's just under 50% of the carries. Probably around 47% of the carries. And Frank Pollard is actually going to get a lot of carries here. He's a backup halfback. Again, just like in Tampa Bay, your best running back's your fullback. And Frank Pollard is your starting halfback. So Frank Pollard, halfback, inside run against an AS. All right, a 62 for Pollard. That is a 24, and Pollard will get 2 yards on the run. All right, make it 2nd down and 8. And we'll stay standard here. And we get a 16. That'll be a short pass. 22 on your defense is BD. And a 33, it's Franco Harris. And he is a B on short passes. We'll stay at BD. And we'll go Cliff Stoudt, going to dump it off to Franco. 45. 45 is an 18. I believe it's definitely not going to be enough. Let's see what I say against a BD. Yeah, it'll be incomplete. So now Pittsburgh, 3rd down for Pittsburgh. Stoudt misses out on Franco Harris. We'll go short pass heavy here. All right, a 5. That'll be a short pass. 35. 56. So 56 is Greg Garrity. That's a name I know. Where do I know Greg Garrity from? He's got to be young here. Yeah, he's 20. He's 22 also during this game. Greg Garrity. I don't know him from Pittsburgh, but I know him from somebody else. He's a C2, EB2. Hometown boy. Went to Penn State. From State College over there. Good ice cream. They got a good ice cream shop. At least they did 20 years ago when I went there. Well, I didn't go there for college, but I went there for something else. Good ice cream. C. All right. Defense. Oh, a 34 is not what you want to see. That's an AG, but because he's a C, we'll make it a BG. And we're going to go Cliff Stoudt to Greg Garrity. 13. That's a 17. And that'll be complete, and Garrity will get 2 yards on the reception. So Stoudt to Garrity. That's your first completed pass of the day for either team, and it goes for 2 yards. 4th and 6. That's going to be short of that first down. And they're going to go 3 and out also. We'll bring out Craig Colquitt to do the punting. 31. 31 is a 6. It's a 6. And that's going to be 48 D10. So 48 D10. All right. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line by Andre Tyler. That's the Buccaneers punt returner. Oh, 23. I hate small straights. 23. That is not good. That's a 27. That's actually going to be a fair catch. All right, that's good. So he'll take a fair catch right there, and they'll get their second drive. Both teams 3 and out so far. They're going to start at 25. I have a feeling this is not going to be a high-scoring game. Even with the way that I play, where some of my rules favor a little bit more passing, a little bit more scoring, this doesn't look good so far. All right, let's start off with Tampa Bay now. 16, that'll be a short pass. All right, 31. 31 is James Wilder. He's an A on short passes. 42 on your defense. That'll be CS, so make it a BS. So we'll go Jack Thompson to James Wilder. Oh my, it's a big one. It's a 66, and James Wilder is going to break free. And he's going to get taken down after a 42-yard gain. Thompson with the big one to Wilder. We have to roll a lot of those, I think, for Tampa Bay to win this game. But they're going to get past the 50, all the way inside the 35. They're going to get down to the 33-yard line. Tampa starts 1st and 10. Surprise play there. The Pittsburgh fans not sure what to do about that. All right, a 9. A 9 is going to be an outside run. $55. That is an AG, and that is going to be Franco Harris. So Franco Harris, outside run, and he does go outside, right? Yeah. AG. And here we go. 31. 31's a 17. Franco Harris is going to bust free and get 7 yards. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that completely wrong, didn't I? The Tampa Bay has the ball. That's what I get for looking up at the TV. Tampa Bay has the ball. So let's do that again, but I'll leave all the dice rolls the same. 55 is going to be James Owens as your running back. He's your backup halfback. 11 on your defense is a CG. And then I rolled a 31, so James Owens that's an 18, and he's going to get 2 yards. So James Owens for 2. Oof, I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. 2nd and 8, down to the 31. All right, let's stay standard here. We're going to get a 4. That's an inside run. We're going to get 44 and 43. 43 in your defense is a CD, and 44 is Mel Carver. So Mel Carver now against an inside run, on an inside run, CD. A 44. Look at all the 4s on the board. Even the play call. Look at that. Even the play call was a 4. 44 for Carver. That's a 16. And he'll get 6 yards. It's going to make it 3rd and 2. So Mel Carver for 6. Make it 3rd and 2. Down to the 25. And they'll go standard here. All right, a 15. That's a short pass. And now it's all 5s. Almost all 5s. A 45 and a 55. So we had a 15, a 45, and a 55. And let's see, 55 on your defense on a short pass. That's a BD. And 45 for your receiver. That's going to be Mel Carver, and he's a B. So we'll stay at BD. So we'll go Jack Thompson to Mel Carver, short pass. 24. 24 for Thompson's a 17. Actually, we're here. And that was a BD. And it's a 17. That's going to be incomplete. Bring up 4th down. And I think we're going to go field goal here. So Thompson's going to miss out on Carver. And it's going to be 4th and 2 at the 25. 42-yard field goal. We'll bring out Bill, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it, I would say it's Capice? Capice? Capiche? I'll just say Capice. Capesi, because I don't actually know. He's going to try the field goal. 42-yard field goal. Put Tampa Bay on the board first here. And he is at the 25-yard line. It's the first quarter. 62. Oh, no. That'll be at 26. And that is no good. That is going to be wide left as Tampa squanders their opportunity there, rolling that 66. Can't get on the board. Pittsburgh's going to take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 32. 9:45 to go in this first quarter. Bring Cliff Stoudt back out on the field. And they're going to go inside run. 33. Man, lots of doubles coming up on these dice here to determine players and defense. 22 will be Franco Harris. 33 is BG. So inside run, Franco Harris, BG. Wondering what I'm doing over here? I've got my book. So I got my little sticker there that I move around so that I can put it on there, and then the minute I turn my head, I forget. So I can turn and go, okay, that's the column that I'm in. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. All right, so Franco Harris. Oh, another small straight, 23. That's 29, and he's going to go backwards. He'll lose 2 yards. So Franco Harris loses 2. It's going to be second down and 12. Let's go short pass heavy here. Let's get Cliff Stoudt into this game a little bit. And we're going to get a 20. That is a long bomb. And I always do the long bomb the first time. And if it's incomplete for the rest of the half, I call the plays if a 20 comes up. But if it's complete, I'll do it again. So long bomb. 53 for Pittsburgh is going to be Walter Abercrombie. We're going to send the running back out on a little wheel. Send him down the right sideline. 14. Oh, no. They're looking for the run, aren't they? 14's a BG. Abercrombie's a B, so we'll stay at BG. So long pass. Cliff Stoudt. Looking for Walter Abercrombie. Not Ian Abercrombie. Not Mr. Pitt. Walter Abercrombie. We're here. And it's BG. All right, here we go. 46 for Stoudt. Oh, it's a 22. And that ball is tipped up in the air by Abercrombie and picked off. W70. W70. So Stoudt throws an interception. 12. It's a 39-yard pass. So Stoudt to Abercrombie. Tries to get it tucked into the sideline there, but it's going to be tipped up and picked off at the Tampa Bay 31. Getting the interception for Tampa Bay. Oh my, 11. That'll be Scott Brantley. Now, I don't know Scott Brantley. I do know he only spells his name with one T. Scott Brantley. Let's take a look at his card. There he is. He's an inside linebacker. Came out on the running back. And look at that. He's got a 0 there. W10. That means it's he gets 0 yards automatically on the return. So Scott Brantley is going to pick it off. He's going to get tackled right there by Abercrombie. And Tampa Bay is going to take over for their third attempt at a drive here. 15, boom. They'll start at their own 31. So neither team can get any offense going. They have the long pass play or the big pass play that worked. Tampa Bay with 57 total yards. Pittsburgh with just 2. And the turnover. Let's go back to Tampa here. They're going to start off with a 5. That'll be an inside run. 21 will be James Wilder. 45. 45 on your defense is BS. So James Wilder, inside run, BS. 65. Oof. 65 is a 24, and he'll get 1. He'll just manage to get through the line. Hit there by Jack Lambert, one of the ugliest men in football. And he is going to nail him down for 1 yard. It's going to be second down and 9 now for Tampa. Trying to get something going here. 18. We're going to look at a medium pass play. 15. That's going to be Gerald Carter. He's an A. And then 45 is actually a CS. So 45, I always joke that it's a BS. It's always a BS. It always is. 45 is. But when you get to the plus 11 card, it's a CS. Yeah. All right, so we're going to make it a BS, though, because Gerald Carter's an A. So we'll go short. We'll go medium pass. Jack Thompson to Gerald Carter against a BS. 61 for Thompson is a 14, and it's incomplete. Never really had a chance on that one. Thompson to Carter. what his catch rate was. Like how many targets versus how many catches did Carter have that year with this I'm going to guess what was poor quarterbacking throughout the year. Let's see. I think the targets are listed on here. There he is. So there's Gerald Carter, had 48 catches, had 79 targets, so it's not too bad. It's about 66%, so it's not horrible. Actually, James Wilder led the team, 57 catches, but only 380 yards. A lot of short passes on that one. 3rd and 9. Let's go short pass heavy here for our boy Jack Thompson. All right, a 1. That'll be a short pass. 44. That's going to be Mel Carver, our running back. 46. 46 is a BS. Carver is a B, so we'll stay at BS on the short pass. So short pass BS, Thompson to Carver. 61. That's a 14. And it's going to be complete, but only 2 yards. And again, Tampa struggling to do anything here. And it is going to be 4th down and 7. Can't capitalize on the interception. Let's bring out Frank Garcia to do the punting. 52 for Garcia. That is a 25. Oof. A 25 on the punt. This is probably going to be a short punt. That is 29 yards taken by Paul Scansey. So it is a short punt. So Garcia for 25. Taken by Scansey at the 41-yard line. Pittsburgh's 41. Let's see what he can do with it. 61 is a 23. And he'll manage 1 yard on the return. He'll manage 1 yard on the return. Scansey for 1. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 Pittsburgh at their own 42. Probably their best field position of the game so far. All right, 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. Their own 42. Oh, they're going to start with a medium pass. That's a little different. 23 on your defense. That'll be CG 43. 43 is John Stallworth. He's a B, so we'll stay at CG. Medium pass. Stoudt to Stallworth. Oh, small straights. 23. That's a 30, and he is going to get sacked. That's a big loss. He'll run around back there, and he's going to end up losing 12 yards on the sack. Getting in the backfield for the Bucs. 51 is Andy Hawkins. I don't know who that is, but we're going to take a look at his card. So it's going to be Stoudt. Sacked by Andy Hawkins. 12 yards. That's a big loss. Let's take a look at who Andy Hawkins is. Is he a starter? He is. He's a starting outside linebacker. Came in on a little corner action, corner blitz there. There he is. Outside linebacker 3, QS 5. So he did get in the backfield, a pretty good amount. Went to Texas A&M Kingsville. I know where that is. I've been there. Yeah. All right, there you go. Let's keep it going here. 2nd and 22. I'm going to do something I never do. I'm going to call a screen pass. I'm just going to call it. I'm just going to call a screen pass. I feel like on 2nd and 22, that's what a team would do. They'd run a screen, little wide receiver screen. So let's roll for the players. Whoops. Throw that black die anywhere. These things, right there. Good. These things bounce like crazy. All right, so 32 and 41. So 41 is going to be Stallworth. So he's going to kind of back up at the line of scrimmage. You'll get looked for. Your defense, 32. And I believe I'm supposed to look at a run play defense on a screen. So 32, I'll look at the R column. And I think that's not going to work out well for Pittsburgh. 32 is, we'll look at the run card. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll look at the run card, but I'll look at the pass column. So it's a CG, 32. Stallworth is a B, so we'll stay at CG. This is the first time I've ever done this. So 49-15, yep. So CG 49-15 on a screen pass. Cliff Stoudt. 16. It's a 26. And Stoudt is going to scramble. So all that, I went on a limb there to call a screen pass, and he's not even going to run it. So 32 was a CG. And we're going to run Stoudt now on the outside run. 54, that is a 35. He'll get 2 yards, but we have a penalty. We have a TE. Let's see if he can get bailed out here. TE. 25. That's a 6. That is going to be holding on the defense, 5 yards, and an automatic first down. What a bailout there. Tampa making a big mistake. So 5 yards, automatic first down on the holding. And it is going to be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh at their own 35. It's an interesting series of events there. I tried to run a screen pass. The referees were like, Cliff Stoudt was like, nope. And the referees were like, nope. All right. 18, we're going to go back to the medium pass now. 54 on defense is an AG. And 13 is going to be Calvin Sweeney, and he's an A. So we'll stay at AG, medium pass. So AG, medium pass. Cliff Stoudt to Calvin Sweeney. I do not remember Calvin Sweeney. He's an A. He's like their best receiver. And it does not sound familiar to me. I feel like, is he near the end of his career during this time? There he is. He's an A4, EB3. Yeah, he's 32. Oh, he's 29. 83, wait, 83. Do the math for me. 70, 65, 75, 85 minus 2. He's 28. So he's actually right in the middle of his career. I do not remember him at all. All right, here we go. Stoudt to Sweeney. And I said, what is it, a BG, 54? It's an AG, and Sweeney's an A, so we're going to stay AG. Yeah, so AG it is. All right, here we go. 43. Oh, no, a 32, and we have, an incomplete pass. I thought we had a rare play, but it's an incomplete pass. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now at the 35. Pittsburgh, still just 2 total yards in this game. 6 plays, 2 total yards. Probably in the negative because of the sack. Let's go short pass heavy. A 1. That'll be a short pass. 33 on the defense is BD. And 52 is Walter Abercrombie. He's a B. So we'll go short pass BD. We'll go Stoudt to Abercrombie. 32. Man, 27, and Cliff Stout's going to run again. So he has had enough of this no yards in this game, and he is going to try to run. This was a BD, is that right? 33? Yeah. So BD. Stoudt on the outside run. 43. I just keep rolling small straights. 43 is a 34, and we have our first fumble opportunity. That is an F16. So we'll roll the orange die. 1 to 4 means the fumble counts. 5 to 20 means the fumble doesn't count, and I'll go to the F16 chart to determine the result of the offensive play. And it is a 13, so that fumble will not count, but I'll still use F16 to determine what happened. Okay, so F16, 63. And that is going to be 8 yards and out of bounds. We'll call it a sack. Oh, no, he was going to run the ball. So we'll call it a QB run for -8. So Cliff Stoudt took off. Unfortunately, ran backwards. Went out of bounds. And it is going to be 3rd and 18. Holy cow. Neither team doing anything here. Let's Let's go medium pass heavy. And we'll get a 14. That is a medium pass. 55 on your defense is AD. 35 is Franco Harris. And he is a C on medium passes. So we will make this a BD. So Franco Harris with 27. Medium pass BD. A 62. I have to change dice here, people. 26, and Cliff Stout's going to run again. Is that 3 straight plays now that he's run on me? So what was our defense? 55 was AD. That's what you want to run against right there. So Stoudt now on the outside run. A 65. That's a 25. That's no gain. That is no gain at all, and Pittsburgh is going to have to punt. Well, I'm starting to wonder if anybody's going to win this game. All right, 4th and 18. Bring out Craig Colquitt. 61. $61 is 10. And 10 is a 37-yard punt taken by D10. So Colquitt, 37. That's going to be Tampa getting it at their own 36, and that's going to be Andre Tyler. 52 is almost always a fair catch, and it is in this case too. So he'll take the fair catch. And Tampa Bay starting another drive. 1st and 10 at their own 36. We're down to 5.5 to go in this first quarter. No score and really no offense. 166 rolled so far that didn't result in a touchdown. Let's do this. I got these two. These are what I've been using. Let's switch them up. Let's get out something from the play game here, my play dice, and we'll switch to those. The new ones right here, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So Tampa Bay, that's an inside run. 51 is Mel Carver. 51 on your defense is an AG. So Mel Carver, AG. $13, 21, and he'll get 1 yard. So they're kind of sticking at their average right now. It's going to be 2nd and 9. We'll go short pass heavy. A 12 is a short pass. An 11 is going to be Gerald Carter. He's an A. He's our resident A wide receiver. 26 on your defense. And that is a BS. Make it an AS. A short pass, AS. Jack Thompson to Mel Carver. 53. That's an 11. That'll be complete for 11 yards and a first down. Holy cow, their second first down of the game. 11 yards to Gerald Carter. All right. 1st and 10. They're up to the 48-yard line. I feel like that's a win. Standard offense. 16 is a short pass. 42 is Theo Bell. Theo Bell is the number 2 wide receiver for Tampa Bay. He is... Oh, he's actually a... Ooh, I think I messed up. He's a tight end. I have him in the wide receiver spot. Whoopsie. So he'll be the backup tight end behind Jimmy Giles. He's a C2. And I'm not going to fix that. It's fine. We got other guys that could be EBs in that spot, right? Yeah. Kevin House is actually a 3. Yeah, I probably should put Kevin House in there, and they'll gain an extra rating. So we'll do that. I'll do that when I stop recording, and I'll just start it up that way with the next video. So we're gonna go with Theo Bell. Theo Bell is actually no, I gave him a 3. Yeah, so I just wrote Theo Bell in there instead of Kevin House. Okay, that's fine. All right, so Theo Bell, he's a C. 61 on your defense. Where that one went? There it is. There it is. 61 is a CS. So we'll stay at CS. Short pass. Jack Thompson to Theo Bell. 51 for Thompson. Is he going to complete another one? He is. That'll be good for another 11 yards. So he's back-to-back receivers hitting for 11 yards. And they're going to get past the 50. And it's going to be 1st and 10 down to the Steelers' 41. All right, a 6. That's an outside run. Or is that inside? No, that's an outside run. 15 is James Wilder. 32, CD. It's an outside run, James Wilder against a CD. 12, oh no. 27, he's nailed in the backfield. He'll lose a yard. So Wilder, just when they got a little momentum, Wilder, a negative play. And it's 2nd down. Let's throw it here. Bring out Jack Thompson. We're going to go short pass heavy. 10 is a short pass. 63, that is Kevin House, and he's an A. 34, ooh, 34, yikes. That is going to be a CG. Make it a BG. So short pass, BG, Jack Thompson to Kevin House. All right. 36 for Thompson is a 16. That'll be complete. He'll get 3. And it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and 8 at the 39. Long field goal. Probably too long of one to try. 56 yards. It's definitely going to be too long. Let's go short pass heavy again. And we will get a leaner. Let's do it again. All right, we got a 9. That's a short pass. 22, that's Jimmy Giles. Tight end, he's a B. 55, though, that's a BD, and we'll stay at BD. Short pass, BD. Jack Thompson to Jimmy Giles. 24, that is going to be a 17. That's incomplete. And it's 4th down. And I cannot kick a 56-yard field goal with Bill Capice. I don't know that he can make one of those. I mean, he has a 3. I guess he has a 3 there. And let's see. He's got a 3. He's got a 39. This is a really, really long field goal. Yeah, 3 isn't good. 39. Yeah, he has no way of making this. So let's bring out Frank Garcia to punt. See if they can pin him deep a little bit here. 64. 64 is a 6. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Actually, it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. All right, so not great there. 39-yard punt. Makes it 1st and 10 Pittsburgh at their own 20. 2:45 to go. This football game's getting ready to start, so I'm going to finish this quarter and call it a night. I'm going to sit on my couch like a slug, eat Doritos, and watch football. It's the way to live right there. All right, Pittsburgh's going to start with a 3. That's going to be an inside run. 15 on your defense is an AG, and it will be Franco Harris. Inside run, Franco Harris. And that is what I say it was, an AG? Yeah. All right, Franco. 56. These dice rolls are terrible. 24. And he'll get 2 yards. I mean, how many doubles have I thrown with those red and white dice so far? Like, just the 66? Any others? I think I threw a 66 on a punt out, or on a punt return, or a punt also, something like that. All right, so that's going to be 2 yards. Make it 2nd and 8. And we'll go short pass heavy. Cliff Stoudt. A 17, that'll be a medium pass. 23 on your defense is CG. And 32 is Franco Harris, and he's a C on medium passes. So we'll go Stoudt to Harris, medium pass CG. 14. Oh, no. That's a 35. That's going to be complete. 6 yards, but there are flags down. Only our 2nd penalty of the day. 32. That'll be 34. That is a big one. That is unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Replay the down. That'll be half the distance. So that's going to be an 11-yard penalty. And it's going to be 2nd down and 19. And let's go short pass heavy again. All right, a 9. That'll be a short pass. 61 on your defense is a BS. 63, that is Greg Hawthorne, another name I do not know. Greg Hawthorne. There he is. Okay, he's a backup tight end. He's a 3. There he is, Greg Hawthorne. He's a running back and a fullback out of Baylor, or as Phil's mom would say, Baylor. There you go. Okay. Let's see what he can do. And when I say that was short pass, 61 was BS. And he's a C, right? Oh, no, he's a B, so we'll stay at BS. All right, so Stoudt to Hawthorne. There's a big roll. 11. 11 is a 4. Oh, my, he'll get 26 yards. That's a first down plus 7, and I don't cap the first down pluses at 12 because I like more offense and more yards. So it's going to be a 26-yard completion to Greg Hawthorne for a first down. I think it's probably one of the things I do that elevate the stats a little bit. 1st and 10 to 37, though. Pittsburgh gets out of the hole there. Minute and a half to go in this quarter. And they're going to stay with the pass. Short pass. 54. Oh, this is not going to be good. This is an AG. And it's going to be Calvin Sweeney, and he's an A, so we'll stay at AG. So short pass AG Stoudt to Calvin Sweeney. 64. That's a 17. That'll be complete. Oh, complete for 2 yards. Stoudt to Sweeney for 2. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 at the 39. Minute to go. On 11, that'll be an outside run for Pittsburgh. 32, that's a CD. And 45. 45 is Frank Pollard. So Frank Pollard on the outside run against a CD. $56. I keep rolling like 56 and 65s. Bad rolls. 56 is a 24. And he'll get 1. Make it 3rd and 7. All right, 3rd and 7 at the 40. We'll go short pass heavy here. 12. That'll be a short pass. 14. Yikes. That's going to be AD. Well, that's not going to be AD. That's going to be BG. BG. 46 is Frank Pollard. He's a C. So it's going to stay at BG. So short pass BG Pollard to, I already forgot who. Or I'm sorry, Stoudt to Pollard. 25. 25 is an 8. It'll be complete. And he'll get 14 yards and a first down. And that's going to end the quarter. Stoudt, look at Cliff Stoudt getting some passing yards here. And that's going to end the quarter. No score. It's been pretty slow so far. Pittsburgh on the road. This is their first real good drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They cross the 50. They get to the 46 of Tampa Bay. And we'll go inside run. 26. 26 is BS, and 22 is Franco Harris. So Harris, inside run, BS. I took the under in this game. I put $10 on the under just for kicks. So see what happens. 16 for Harris is, oh, it's a 25. It's no gain. All right. 2nd and 10 now at the 46. Tampa 46. And we'll go short pass heavy. Oops. Yeah. Blue dice does not want to be rolled. There we go. 5. That's going to be a short pass. 11. 11 on the defense is a CD. 23. 23 is Benny Cunningham, the tight end. That's a name I do know. He's a B. So we're going to stay at CD. So we'll go short pass. Stoudt to Cunningham. CD. 15. Look at Stoudt. That's a 7. It's complete. He'll only get 4, but he's moving the ball here. It's going to be 3rd and 6. And we'll go short pass heavy again. They're down to the 42, not anywhere near a field goal range. And it's going to be an 8. That'll be a short pass. 62. The over-under for this game is 43.5. So Houston's got a good defense. Buffalo's is okay. It's Davis Mills. I can't imagine it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be like 20-13 is my guess. All right, so short pass heavy. 34 on your defense is not what you want to see. That's an AG. 62 is Greg Hawthorne. He's a beast, so we'll stay at AG. And we're going to go Cliff Stoudt to Greg Hawthorne. 3rd and 6. Oh, 32. No. 27, and Cliff Stout's going to run. And he's going to run against an AG. Fifteen's a 5, and Cliff Stoudt gets 12 yards and a first down. What a scramble. Tampa Bay thinks they got him bottled up, and he gets out of it. And it's going to be 1st and 10 down to the Bucs 30. They were all the way back at like their own 11-yard line at one point, I think. Wow, after that penalty. 1st and 10 at the 30. And they're going to go 7. That is an outside run. 13 on your defense is a BS. And 31. All right, 31 that's going to be Franco. So outside run Franco Harris against the BS. Oh, a big one, 22. That's a 16, and Franco Harris will get 9 more. Make it 2nd and 1. And we'll go big here. Bring out the fat guys. Try to pound that line of scrimmage. And it's an 11. That'll be an inside run. 25. That'll be AG. 35 is Franco Harris. So inside run, AG, Franco Harris. Second and 1. Bernie Kosar would throw it deep here. I know that. He would audible to something deep. But Franco, 65 to 24. Is it enough? He'll get 3. And he'll get the first down. Oh, man. So the Steelers put together their best drive of the day here. They have, 48 plus 19? What is that? 67 total yards, and it's all on this drive. I know that. They were in the negative, I think, before this drive started, thanks to a 8-yard loss on a run. 1st and 10 at the 18 now. They're in field goal range, but they want to get in the end zone. 15, that'll be a short pass. Oh, big numbers. 64. 64 is CS, and it's going to be my buddy Paul Scansey. He's your receiver there. He must have been a C1. So 64 was CS. Scansey's a C, so we'll stay at CS on the short pass. I'm going to go inside the 30, which I probably should have done in the last play. That's okay. All right, so CS, Scansey, Stoudt to Scansey. 26. 26 is a 20, and that'll be incomplete. Bring up 2nd down. All right, 2nd and 10. All right, let's go. What is Stoudt? 5 and 9 for 48. They have 10 rushes for 19 yards. Let's go short pass heavy here. And we get a 20. That means I get to call the play. 16, 26. So what am I? I always call it to the A receiver. Let's go short pass, Calvin Harris. I always call it to the A receiver when I do it. So he's 11 to 16, so we'll just go 12. 16 on your defense is an AS, so we'll stay at AS. We'll go short pass. AS. Stoudt to Calvin Sweeney. 56 for Stoudt is a 26, and he's going to run again. Maybe I shouldn't have put him in the run column. He's got all these run column on his card. All right, so we're running against an AS. Outside run. 26 is a 21, and he'll get 2 yards. Make it 3rd and 8. So Stoudt for 2. And it's 3rd and 8. All right. Whoops. All right. Oops. I thought I did this. What did I? Oh, I must have did something wrong there. Yeah, 3rd and 8. There we go. 3rd and 8. All right. Let's go short pass heavy. All right. A 1. 53 on your defense. It's going to be a pass play. Short pass is a CS. And then a 51 is Frank Pollard. He's a C. So we'll stay at CS on this short pass. Oh, a 54. We're going to have a penalty. 36. That's going to be... Oh, we have an F34 TH. So let's check the TH first. 44. That is going to be against the defense. That is pass interference. That's on a short pass play. But we got to check. We got to check the result of the play. So first off, we got to check see if the fumble is valid. So F34, 1 to 4 means the fumble counts. We roll a 19, so that fumble will not count. So let's use the F34 to check the result of the play. We have a pass interference. 41. That's actually going to be a -2. We'll call that a quarterback sack. They'll wave it off. And on a short pass, I believe you roll both dice to see how long the play went, how long the pass was. So it's a 4-yard penalty, basically. But that's going to give them an automatic first down. 4-yard pass interference penalty against Tampa. It's going to be an automatic first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 12 now for Pittsburgh. Oh, Buffalo's going for it on 4th and 1 on this game. Wow. All right. What are we going to do here? Let's go standard. All passes are short passes. We get a 14. That will be a short pass. 14 on your defense is BG. And 11 is Calvin Sweeney. And he's an A. So let's make this an AG short pass. Stoudt to Sweeney. Oh, a 25 is going to be complete. Is it enough? 10 yards. He's going to get down to the 2 and go out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and goal. First and goal at the 2 for Pittsburgh. This is a long drive for them. Let's go big here. Bring in all the big guys. And we roll a 19. We're going to go short pass. Little play action. 62 is an AS. 56. 56 is Greg Garrity. He's a C. So we're going to make it a BS short pass. Little play action to Franco. Roll him out. And then see if we can find Greg Garrity in the end zone. What did I say? It's BS? Yeah. All right, here we go. 23 is not good. It's a 30. He's sacked. He'll lose 8. All right, he'll lose 8. So Stoudt, -8. Who got him for Tampa? 44. That is John Cannon getting into the backfield. Is he a starter? He is the starting right defensive end. And he gets into the backfield and takes Stoudt down. 2nd and goal to 10. We'll go short pass heavy here. 7. That'll be a short pass. 54. 42. 42 Stallworth. He's a B. 54 is AG. So we'll stay at AG. So short pass AG. Stoudt to Stallworth. 65 for Stoudt. Oh, it's a 24. And it's going to be, oh, it's incomplete. Oh my, I thought that was picked off. There's your blue marker. Go all the way down. Only one interception there at 25. I really thought that was going to be intercepted, but it's going to drop incomplete. Oh, he got lucky there. And it'll be 3rd and goal at the 10. We'll go short pass heavy again. 53. 53 is a CS. 62. That's going to be Greg Hawthorne. He's a B. So we'll short pass CS. Stoudt to Hawthorne. Oh, a 44. That's a 5. And it's going to be a touchdown. Stoudt finds Hawthorne in the back corner of the end zone. And Pittsburgh gets on the board first. 6-0. 10:15 to go in the second quarter in a very long drive. Let's bring out Gary Anderson for the extra point. 42, that's probably a 5. Yeah, it's a 5, and that's good. And Pittsburgh takes a 7-0 lead. Holy cow. I got to look and see what that drive was. I don't know if I can see the drive summaries yet. Can I see it? Oh, yeah, there you go. How long was that? Well, it says 2:40. Oh, that's... Oh, wait. Yeah, that says 2:45. But that is not right. That's probably when the 2:45 left. And we're at 10:15, so that's 5:45 plus 2:45. 8.5 minutes? That is a long drive. And James Cook just busts free for a touchdown. I have him in some big money fantasy leagues. That makes me happy. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to watch the rest of this Buffalo game in Houston. And you guys have a good night. I'll probably play some more of this tomorrow afternoon. I went about 5 minutes longer in the game than I wanted to, which means it's going to be easier to finish it. Pittsburgh with the 7-0 lead. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.